Good morning, all of you. Welcome to One Mark Solution once again. Please subscribe, like, and share to your friends. Let us start with the chapter 10, Light Reflection and Refraction of class 10. So we'll start with our assertion and reason. And now I think you are familiar with assertion and reason. Now this is also included in our board exam. So we'll start with, and first of all, you should know the theory. That means the concept clear, then only you can answer it. And it's very simple also if you know the basic concept. So let us start with, first of all, the first one, assertion. A point object is placed at a distance of 26 centimeter from a convex mirror of focal length 20 centimeter. The image will not form at infinity. Then assertion. Assertion, is it correct or not? We will see. We will see the reason also. For above given system, the equation 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. That all of you know that. The equation, isn't it? 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f is the mirror formula we are using it. If you are substituting the value of f and the v is given here, u is given here, so what will be the answer? It is not infinite. It will be almost 13 centimeter if you are using sign convention also. What is sign convention? You know it, isn't it? Sign convention, always you will take it as positive if the, what is it? The length you are taking in the incident ray direction. If the light is coming in this direction, if the length also, if you are taking this direction, it will positive. That means length always, the length means it is u or v or focal length, anything. If you will take it as positive, if it is coming in the direction of the incident ray. If it is opposite, you will take it as negative. So use your sign convention, and if you are substituting in this equation, you will get the answer not infinite. So the reason is false and the assertion is also true. But you can see why assertion is true. We can say the image will not form at infinity. Absolutely correct. Actually, the image will form not in the convex mirror, we can say will not form at infinity. So is it clear? Both assertion and true. R is the correct explanation. We can say option A. And the option B is both assertion and reason are true. It is not the correct explanation of A. But C, the option is A is true, but R is false. So here the answer is C. That means assertion is true and reason is false entirely, that if you are calculating, you will get the 13 centimeter. Now we can go for the second one. Second one, you can see keeping a point object fixed. If a plane mirror is moved, the image will also move. Is it like that? If you are keeping a point object, it will be there itself. And only the plane mirror is moved, the image will not move actually, isn't it? Reason. What is the reason behind it? In the case of a plane mirror, the distance of the object and its image is equal from any point on the mirror. This point you have to keep it in mind. That means the distance of the image, object and its image is equal from any point on the mirror. So here we can say second one is correct. The reason is correct. But the first one you can say the image will not move actually. If you are pointing, that means if your point object is fixed, if you are moving the mirror, the image will not move. But the second one is correct. So the option we can say the D, option is D, that is A is false and R is true. Now we are going for the third one. What is the third one we can say? If both plane mirror and object are moved through a distance x, then the image moves through a distance 2x. That means double of it. Then what is the reason given? When the object is fixed and the plane mirror is moved through a distance x, then the image is also moves through the distance 2x. That you have to make it clear that the reason, what is the reason they are giving? The object is fixed. We are not moving object. The plane mirror is moved through a distance 2x. That means through a x. Then the image also moves through the distance 2x. So what will be the option? You just read once again the assertion. We can say, sure, it will move through a distance 2x. But the reason we can say, can we say this is the reason for that? Assertion, no. That is why we can say the reason is false. The image also does not move through the distance 2x. Now we can go for the fourth assertion. The large concave mirrors are used, just a minute. Large concave mirrors are used to concentrate sunlight to produce heat in solar cookers. Why? In the concave mirrors, you know that. What is concave mirror? The name is concave mirror. Converging. When the light is incident on the concave mirror, what will happen after reflection? It will converge to the point. If all the light, you know that sunlight, isn't it? So many light is coming. So if it is converging to a point, what will happen? There we can say if light is coming, so much heat will be produced. That is why it is used in solar cookers. Reason we will go for it. Concave mirror converges the light rays falling on into a point. Now you know the answer, isn't it? That means assertion and reason is true, and we know that reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. And not this point, this is the basic thing actually. All of you know that. Why the name also concave mirror? Converging mirror. Okay, we can call it as converging. So it will be, what is it in your mind? It will be there, converging. That means after reflection, it converges. Now we can go for the next one. That is the fifth one. Plane mirror may form real image. Yeah, when we can say the plane mirror may form real image? If the object is virtual, isn't it? If the object is virtual, this sentence is correct. Now we can see the reason. Plane mirror forms virtual image if the object is real. Here, just see that it will form virtual image if the object is real. That is also correct, isn't it? So we can say both assertion and reason are true. But can we say the reason is the correct explanation? No. What should be the explanation? It will form, the plane mirror will form real image when we can say if the object is virtual. If that is the reason, it will be correct. Here both the sentences are correct, but it is not, reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. So which is the option? Option B. First of all, you should know which are the options. Then it will be easy to write the correct answer. So here the answer is B, option B. Now we can go for the sixth one. What is the sixth one? Assertion. If the rays are diverging after emerging from a lens, the lens must be concave. Is it correct? Diverging after emerging from a lens. You can think it of concave. Just now we have studied. It is converging, isn't it? But it is diverging. Is it correct? The convex lens can give diverging rays. Can we give it? Lens. Here it is lens. Convex lens and concave lens. That is the difference. You just see the difference between mirror and the lens. In the case of concave mirror, we can say converging. In the case of the convex lens, it is converging. See the difference? Always keep in our mind. First, you study with the mirror, and just opposite you can study here also. Okay? Concave means converging in the cases of mirror, and in the lens concave we can say diverging. So what will be the answer here? The first one is entirely false, no doubt. And the reason we can say convex lens can give diverging rays. Diverging rays can be given. Okay. So the option we can say D. Now we can go for the seventh one. Seventh one, what is it? Light travels faster in glass than in air. You know that optical density is entirely different from the mass density. If density increases, optical density increases, refractive index also increases. So what will happen to the speed? Speed will be reduced. So here we can say light travels faster in glass than in air. Is it possible? No. It will be faster in air, no doubt. And the velocity of light will be more in air or vacuum. And all of you know the value also, isn't it? 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That you, all of you keep it in mind. This value, that is a basic one you should know when you are going for the higher classes also. The value is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So you can remember that it will be faster in air or vacuum. So here the sentence is false. Now we can go for reason. Glass is denser than air. That is absolutely correct. Glass is denser than lead, but light travels faster in air. So what will be the answer? You can see the first one is false. The reason is absolutely true. So which is the option? Option D. A is false and R is true. Now we can go for the next one. Next one is given as a ray of light. Assertion is given as a ray of light incident along the normal to the plane mirror retraces its path. That means it comes back to the same direction after reflection from the mirror without any deviation. It will be retracing its path. When it will be through the normal. It is obliquely, sure we can say it will be deviated. So assertion is correct. Now what about the reason? A ray of light along the normal has an angle of incidence as pi by 2. It is written p by 2, actually pi by 2. And hence, I think you know pi, the value of pi. That is 360 in the case of the angle, pi 180. Pi by 2 here, it will be 90 degree. So here it is given as angle of incidence as 90 degree, and hence it retraces its own path after reflection from the mirror. But the reason is absolutely false. We know that, isn't it? If the angle of incidence is 90 degree, can you say it retraces its path? No. But the assertion is absolutely correct. So which is the option? Option number C, isn't it? Yes. Now we can go for the ninth one. Refractive index has no unit. What is actually refractive index? It is sin I by sin R. What is sin I? The sine of the angle of incidence divided by sine of the angle of refraction. And sin I by sin R is a constant. That ratio we can call it as refractive index. So if there is a ratio, there won't be no unit. So absolutely, assertion is absolutely correct. Now we'll go for the next one, reason. The refractive index is a ratio of two similar quantities. So it is correct. No doubt. One more thing I want to say that sin I and sin R has no unit. Why? Because it is only trigonometric ratios. That also we can say. But here the reason is given is absolutely correct. So which can be the option? No doubt the option is A. What is it? Both A and R are true. And the reason is the correct explanation of A. Now we can go for the next one. When a concave mirror is held under water, we are putting concave mirror inside a water. What will happen to the focal length? Anything will happen to the focal length? Nothing will happen. It won't increase or decrease. So what is the reason given? The focal length of a concave mirror is independent of the medium in which it is placed. Yes? So the first one, it is wrong, no doubt, isn't it? Focal length, nothing will happen. And what is the reason given is absolutely correct. Why? Because if you are placing in any medium, the focal length of the concave mirror doesn't change. Okay? Now we can just conclude it. So please study the reflection, refraction and all thoroughly. One more thing I want to point out is, during refraction, usually the students will make a mistake. During refraction, which physical quantity is constant? Frequency. Please keep it in mind. Frequency remains constant. So there is no energy difference also. No loss of energy will be also there when it passes from one medium to another medium. Now we can conclude it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share. Thank you.